Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make 3 healthy Nigerian breakfasts that are super quick, super easy, and of course delicious. Duh. Anyway, keep watching to find out how to make these breakfasts, and of course you can make them ahead of time the night before or in the morning. And I've tried to adjust this recipe so they can feed a lot more people, but of course keep your goals in mind when making any of these recipes. What I mean is, if you're trying to bulk up, if you're trying to maintain your weight, if you're trying to lose weight, obviously it might be a bit different for you, so either eat more or eat less. So first we have this oven grilled plantain and what I would like to call my healthy egg stew, just basic egg stew with a bit more vegetables. Secondly, we have wholemeal toast topped with smashed sardines and garnished with cucumber slices and red bell pepper as well. You know, this is not as fancy as it looks, it's just bread and sardine. Finally, we have the heaviest of them all, which is basically Indomie, sardine and vegetable. So keep watching to find out how to make these. So first we are going to start with the slicing of our plantain. For the plantain and egg stew, honestly you want to get as many slices as possible because we eat with our eyes, so the more it is, the better for you and the more it's going to keep you full. And eventually you're going to even eat just half and be full. Plantain facts. Did you know that plantain has about 120 calories and is not as bad for you as people think, even the sweet variety? Yes, it can be part of a good diet and can be a good source of complex carbohydrates. Just remember moderation and preparation method. That's all that matters. So I'm just going to season with salt and spray with non-stick spray, and then I'm going to transfer to the baking tray where it's going to grill in the oven. The thing is that the unwrapped variety has a lot more iron, but basically the key factor is the preparation method. If you fry it, you're adding up to 400 calories, possibly more. So choose wisely, guys. We're just going to transfer it to the oven to bake now. So while that is grilling in the oven, I'm just going to quickly cut up my vegetables. I'm just using half an onion, 1 bell pepper, 1 tomato, and 1 scotch bonnet. Of course, I love heat, as you guys can already tell. I'm just going to chop up everything into about the same size, and once that is done, I'm going to face my green vegetable. This is entirely optional and up to you. It just adds a bit more nutrients and is really good for you. And quite honestly, you might not be able to taste it. Okay, maybe I'm kidding. I'm just going to add oil to a pan and then I'm going to start frying my onions. I'm just going to let it saute a little bit and just, get a bit of a glow. And then it's time for the bell peppers to go in, the tomatoes and the scotch bonnet. I'm going to just give everything a stir and fry it for a few minutes. It should start to dry out slowly. This should take about 4 minutes, but don't forget to season, guys. We're not using any other flavors apart from salt and pepper in this, so the salt is really important. While that is going, because we're quick like that, we're going to crack out 2 eggs and start whisking immediately because everything just goes super quick. And then I'm going to add my vegetables first. I want to give it a little bit of a saute because I don't want it to taste raw. I'm using a lot more. You can also reduce. My advice is just start small and then gradually increase the amount of vegetables you add. It might be a bit overwhelming at first, but you can totally do it, guys. I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to spread it all around because I don't want it to clump in one place and I want it to be distributed evenly. At this point, you want to season a bit because we didn't season the eggs on its own, and then I'm going to gently start scrambling the eggs. Oh, just look at that. It's ready, guys. At this point, as you can see from the bottom of the pan, it's not greasy at all. We just used the exact amount of oil we needed and it's still tasty and it tastes exactly like egg stew. Okay, it's time to check on the plantain. So we're just going to plate the plantain and then it's ready, guys. Your healthy plantain and egg stew is served. This one packs a lot more nutrients, has less calories and is great for you. Just look at that. Don't you just want to dig in? And finally we have our sardine topped with toast. You're going to start by draining the oil from the sardine. You're actually going to just use the actual sardines. And then I'm going to set that aside and get my mini whole wheat bread that I've just toasted. I'm using mini because I can, eat more instead of eating one large toast. I'm gently just going to smash that sardine. Sardine fact! In addition to being a cheap source of protein, they're really rich in omega-3, which is good for you. And then I'm going to garnish with some fresh cucumber slices because cucumber and fish go so well together. It just adds a bit of a crunch. And fresh bell peppers. These are 2 perfect vegetables for people that don't like vegetables like me. Haha! Let's take a bite and see how it is. Yum! This is so easy and quick, and you'll be out the door in no time. Finally, the Indomie. Quite honestly, you can't eat this every day, but you're just going to bring the water to a boil. Get rid of the seasoning packet, it's just full of MSG and sodium. I'm only using one pack here and it has up to 400 calories, you know. Meanwhile, I'm going to prep my vegetables. I'm just going to quickly chop up onions, carrots, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and set that aside. The problem with Indomie is that it's just processed, has no nutrients, just empty 400 calories. So that's why this one is healthy, because you're going to add a lot more vegetables, some protein, and balance it out. You want to cook it till al dente. It looks ready. I'm going to drain that out. Set that aside and then spray with non-stick spray. We're going to start our sauce with some sardine oil we saved earlier. Actually, I don't really have, I added too much. Then I'm going to season with my ginger and garlic paste. This adds a lot of flavor and we're not using the seasoning packets. I'm also going to add a little bit of tomato stew. Just imagine the aroma that is coming off this ginger, garlic, tomato, sardine oil. I'm going to add the vegetables and just give everything a good stir. I'm using lots of vegetables because obviously the more vegetables you add, the more nutrients you're going to add to your meal. Season with some salt, very essential, and then the little bit of sardine left. You know, sardines are really good, but you can also skip the sardines and just add hard-boiled eggs. I'm also going to add some cayenne pepper because I like heat, and then finally some light soy sauce. Indomie is almost like Chinese food meeting Nigerian Indomie. Aye. Anyway, it's time to add the Indomie back. And as you can see, it's a little clumped up together, but because of the non-stick spray, it will separate quite easily. And then you just want to combine everything. You see why I said you should add half the oil. This is definitely a lot to use for one portion of sardines. So guys, don't be like me, okay? Your Indomie is basically ready. Do you want to imagine what it tastes to be like? You already know it's going to be delicious. So guys, make sure you try this recipe out. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe now as I'm watching, okay? And I'm you. Anyway, please find all the details on my website, nazomscorner.com, for everything that you need. I'm going to leave all the links down below. So if you have any questions, make sure to check the little box under this video. And if you can't find it there, make sure to leave a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you, okay? See you in my next video. Bye!